paid with you, know I color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Crystal, travel. Kill.
First carry for James Conner. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense, and the first drive they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. This complete to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Check 56. Let's go, dude.
A run for Nick Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 5 now. Murray. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow.
Pressure brought in. Falcons get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Go!
He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Cut!
Hey!
Line 52. Pick it up. Line 52. Not here.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Here's Murray. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and goal. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's more on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Jones has it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Murray now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo! Switch, switch, switch. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch safety 3. Watch safety.
They run with Connor. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, Haywood!
52, Mike, 52. Hey, keep it.
Looking to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Hey, over.
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll look to run with counter. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1 yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Yo, cheetah.
36. Check four.
Go.
They'll try to run it. This is counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it third and goal.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mike 52. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him, too.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Let's go. Here we go. Try 53. Mike 53. I got you.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Paris Campbell with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Ready?
Go.
Mike 52. Get your swarm on. Check, 52's the Mike.
Hey, exit.
52's the Mike.
Hit it.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 5.
2nd and 10. To Connor on the check down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Mike 52. Let's go. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. He don't know no better.
Hey.
Two's the Mike. Mike part 2, Mike part 2. Here we go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Hey, zoom.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Clear.
You think you gonna get this? Slam.
Hey. High 7.
Mike 52. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Be driven.
They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now. Hey, Echo.
Check, 52's the Mike. Check.
Now.
Back to throw here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
52, Mike 52. Hey, defense.
Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Hey, shoot.
On 4th down, Connolly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken short. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 30 on second down, Murray. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. No take. Spell. Show it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They find some open field here. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. He'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Go 58's the mic. Hey, come on, oh. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he is all the way up past the 25.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work.
And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Nick Chubb, 73 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Danielle Hunter, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Go. Let's go. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Campbell making the catch. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now Murray. He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 51. Watch the curve.
Throwing again, Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Over the middle, complete. It's Shelton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To try again after the sack. Murray, catch made here by Campbell. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Trim.
15 yards. But it's now 3rd down.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. I'm here all
On play action, it's Murray. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. Murray now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
58. Ready to go.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Falcons 52, Bengals nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd down and inches. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then against the Eagles.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Corey Littleton in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Murray's going to look to throw this thing.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running...
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, Connor looking for space. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Bravo! Get it!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Tapper. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Atlanta, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
think I'll be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so